Child, Katt Williams still got the internet buzzing after this last interview. And we get to hear something really nice from Bernie Mac's daughter. Also, Steven Jackson is hating on Shannon Sharp's success. And we need to talk about this crab in a bucket mentality. Also, Mike Epps responded, but it was really taken out of context. Girl, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And girl, the internet is still wrestling over this Mike Epps interview. And it's just at this point, it's just like I'm figuring out that there's a lot of crabs in a bucket or a barrel, depending on wherever you from. And then also, I'm starting to understand that his truth must have really been something serious if all these people are still talking about it days later. Now, before we get into the interview, I just want to say this to black people, and we're going to get into it more later, but just to black people in particular, specifically black Americans, I have a serious question. Why is it that when one person succeeds, one or two things happen? One thing that typically happens is a lot of black people are rallying behind you, or on the flip side, you get a lot of black people that are going to hate. And it's just like, I don't know if it's because some black people can't find success in other black people because they don't see it within themselves, or there's a huge jealousy factor there that plays a huge part in why black people are the way that they are. And it kind of leans me to the idea of the crab in the barrel mentality. You know, some scholars will say, oh, they hold on to each other when you picking up crabs. They hold on to each other for safety, or they hold on to each other to promote survival. But in my opinion, from the way I've, interacted cooking a lot of blue crabs, fresh crabs and stuff like that, I've noticed that the crabs typically hold on to each other. And in my opinion, it's the same with humans. They hold on to each other, not for anything good, but just necessarily to be like, hey, if I gotta suffer, you gotta suffer too. That's what I'm seeing in this whole Katt Williams interview. And we're gonna get into some celebrities that had some negative things to say. But before we get into that, let's get into what the average populace had to say about Katt Williams. Let me say this. It was a lot of black people. Oh, he lied. He could have never read 3,000 books a year. Can I ask black people, why is that so hard to believe? Just because the average black person that we know does not read well does not mean that there aren't black kids who do. So when he says, I read 3,000 books a year, black people automatically, oh, I know that's a lie. And to be completely honest, it tells me more about the way black people think about themselves than it does about what black people think about each other. Because I believe that we have such an inferiority complex subconsciously that we can't fathom a young black kid being so well-read and so successful and so educated that a black man sitting here telling you that he read 3,000 books a year was just asinine. And again, whether it's true or not, it's really not up for my judgment. It's really up for me to just take him at face value, because nobody has ever been able to come out and debunk what he's saying. If anything, his thoughts has been proven more than they've been denied. And I think, to me, that just speaks a lot about the mentality of black people. So let's get into the first thing. So a lot of black people around here saying, ain't no way Katt Williams at his age is running a 4:40 or I don't know how you say it. Fast, he run 4 minutes fast or something like that. I don't know. Well, Katt Williams came out himself to prove to y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Let's take a look at Katt Williams proving Negroes wrong once again. Check it out. Now, in this video, Katt Williams is literally running a 40-yard dash. I believe that's how you do it. 40-yard dash in 4 seconds, 4 minutes. I don't know. But anyway, he's proving y'all wrong. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it took him to do this to even get y'all to believe what he's saying is insanity. I mean, like, what is the point of going out of our way to say that this man is lying about something so trivial? All of the things this man spoke about in this interview, I find that when black people have a problem with another black person doing extremely well or doing better, they tend to take little things and pick it apart. So now y'all said he couldn't run a 40-yard dash in 4 seconds, and it turns out he did. So now what? And this goes to other things too. It's a lot of black people say, oh, I know Katt on drugs. He gotta be on drugs. He can't not be on drugs. And yet and still, to this day, nobody has ever proven it. So if we haven't found proof, why are we still running with the narrative? But I get it. It's anything to tear down a black man. Y'all know how it is. Or a black person. I ain't gonna say a black man. Anything to tear down the next black person, because black people as a society, we are crabs in a barrel/bucket. In New Orleans, we say bucket. So we crabs in a bucket. That's why we'd rather see him suffer down at the bottom with us than to uplift him in who he is. I think the only black person we really uplifted for real as a collective was Barack Obama, and he ain't even nigga. But we ain't even getting into that. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous at this point. I want black people to do better. I want black people to see themselves as better. Because I'm pretty sure there's a black kid somewhere in America that read 2 to 3 books a day. I know it. But see, black people don't think enough of themselves to think that that's even possible. So when a black man says that's what he did, here we go, oh, I know he lying. I mean, what you want him to do to prove the book reading? Do you want him to go back and get an old VHS cassette, see if his mom and pops got an old video of him reading 3,000 books a year? Come on now. Even if it's not true, like I said, black people, we so trivial, it's ridiculous. And we are our own worst enemy, okay? And speaking of our own worst enemy, girl, Steven Jackson, the pot-smoking Muslim, the pot-smoking, Gucci-wearing Muslim, decided to take to his platform, basically down-talk Shannon Sharpe because, the crabs in the barrel type of mentality. There's no other reason other than what, I just described. But anyway, the pot-smoking, Gucci-wearing Muslim decided he wanted to take to his account to give his opinion, which was a negative one, on what was happening down there at Club Shay Shay. Now, y'all know I am not a fan of Shannon Sharpe. I think he's a good old boy, Shannon. Ultimately, I'm not going to sit up here and down talk the man because he ain't did nothing wrong in this instance. Do you get it? But, Steven Jackson felt differently. Let me say this. Mind you, this is the same Steven Jackson, like I said, who not only smokes pots in praise to Allah. I don't know what Allah he praying to. It must be Ali Baba, but it can't be Allah because I don't know who he talking to. But anyway, he's the same one who prays to Allah, smokes his pot, and then checks in to the young boys down there in the hood in Chicago, to the gangs. Check this out if y'all think I'm lying.
Y'all pull up and take pictures and y'all not allowed to. And one thing about it, if you're a real one, you don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of old block.
Where you at?
You see the hoop?
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of old block. Fuck you mean? Listen, man.
The middle is bitch where the people's be, you know what I'm saying? Where the real people's be, man.
Shit you can't pay for. No rap cap. Shit you can't pay for. Fuck you mean? We really out here. Old block. Shot time. Rest in peace, King Bone. We in the middle of old block, ain't we? Quit playing, man. I'm everywhere, you never there.
So y'all seen this 50-plus-year-old man who was a prior NBA star, played alongside Kobe, Jordan, a whole bunch of people, and he decides at this big age it is best that he carry his ass over to Old Block in Chicago to check in and then go live to tell everybody else that they should check in. This tells you the mentality of some black men. Some of them are men by proxy, but not by mentality, because no grown-ass man is going to check in to no kids on no block in Chicago just for clout. But again, we are in the age of clout. That's just what it is. So not only did he do this duck ass shit, my boy actually went back and tried to double down on it. You feel me? And again, this is the type of person we dealing with that's talking about Shannon Sharpe, and we about to get into it. Check out him defending his position of checking in to somebody's churn. Check it out.
Oh, you're checking in. Yup. I check in everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I call somebody from the place I'm going that I know and check in. I want to come home to my family, and I love my life.
Steven Jackson, that's not what we about to do. You making it seem like you had to do that. It was necessary in order for you to make it home safe. Ain't nobody tell you carry your ass down the old block, nigga. But you did. And now you want to sit up here and try to defend that crap by getting online and telling us I did it because I wanted to be safe and come home to my wife and kids. Negro, please. Go lay down. Steven Jackson's only claim to fame was being a play brother to George Floyd. We don't even know this Negro from the league. We know more about him being a play brother to George Floyd than anybody. But yet, here we are, Steven Jackson trying to defend his bull by coming on here saying that he wanted to be safe. Negro, ain't nobody asked you that. You was fake from the beginning. I could tell he one of them big old tall niggas that used to go to school with everybody. Nobody really liked him. You know, he was tall, but he was lame. He used to get his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. Girl, I don't even want to spend too much time on this Negro. Anyways, he decided to have something negative to say because, you know, niggas that don't have no motion, they typically, you know, do what they doing, and which is what he's doing. Check out what he had to say about this interview.
Real one. He spoke his mind. Everybody should speak their mind. That's just what it is. I wouldn't let him go hard as he did on a lot of people on our show. I just wouldn't, because we got relationships with him. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You don't have a show, so you wouldn't know what you would do. We've done hundreds of shows, so we know how to handle that type of shit. The whole world talking about the Katt interview. The whole world. Everybody giving their opinions. But I can't speak on it because I'm so live. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, go on everybody else's page and tell them that too then.
All right, so y'all heard Steven Jackson, a.k.a. Stack 5, and of course he got something negative to say. Oh, I wouldn't let him talk about certain people because we got relationships with him, which is why he ain't carry his ass down to your raggedy ass podcast. All these celebrities that were so good and so much above podcasts, all them niggas got podcasts and everything. You know, it's different now. Stack 5, go lay down, my nigga. Go, matter of fact, go kneel. Go get on your knees and pray. Because at this point, you just annoying at this point. You ain't nobody asked you to say some old duck ass shit like that, but you did because that's the type of Negro you are. Crab in the barrel mentality. You get what I'm saying? And again, this is by no means to take up for Uncle Shannon Sharp, as y'all call him, Uncle Shay Shay, whatever y'all call him. I don't give a damn about no good old boy Shannon. But what I'm saying is, he is really just sitting up here finding anything negative to say. You know, this is the sole reason why I love being an independent platform, and I will continue to be an independent platform. Because ain't nobody going to be able to come over where I'm at and feel like they can't say what they got to say, or they going to be stifled, because I know somebody. No, say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with these Negroes. That right there within itself is the problem. Everybody want to make sure their relationship's intact. Oh, because I got to work with these people, I might get a show. Shut your duck ass up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Shannon Sharp responded on his podcast with Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco wanted me. And this is what he had to say. Check it out.
Yeah, man, y'all need, and you wonder why you only have limited success. You think you having success, but think about how much more success you could have if you got that envy, that jealousy, and that hate out your heart. But y'all y'all write all these little catchy phrases on your little page, and it's you. All you doing is writing a memoir to yourself.
Come on now. Come on, preacher.
But you think, hey, look at this. I got this out the mud. I came from the trenches. Right. And you got more hate in your heart with all that you got, that you've been blessed with so much, and all you do is hate on a man that you think better. How about get better? Create better content. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to leave it alone, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
And this for everybody that's out there.
You preaching right now.
Just because you're first to do something, that don't mean you're the best at it. Listen to me again, chat. Just because you're first, that doesn't mean you're the best. Because a lot of times people think, well, I was first. That don't mean you're the best.
Come on now.
So Roger Bannister was the first man to break the 4-minute mile. Is he the best mile of all time? Absolutely not.
Nope.
See, I don't get mad. See, animals get mad. Humans get upset. If you think they're upset now, wait till they see that lineup. I'm about to start rolling out. I got another one. I got another one in the can. And you guys gonna hate it. You gonna hate it.
Wait.
Oh, hating. Yeah. I'm
Hold
talking
on.
to you specifically.
I know who you got too, because remember I made that call for you, huh? I know it's Obama because I made that call for you. You got it's Obama. Tell me.
I got some more coming. I got some more coming. Don't be mad.
I know it's Obama. You don't want to say it? Hey, if it's Obama, just blink twice. Blink twice.
First of all, you know, like they ask like who? Half the time I don't be telling you because what y'all gonna try to do, y'all gonna try to go before me. But they because a lot of times I'll take the same guest you have and do more views with them. That's what you're mad about.
Come on now.
Get better.
Come on, preacher. Right.
So from today, what the day is? Today is the 6th. I'm done with y'all.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No. I'm done giving them my energy. I'm not gonna respond to people because I respond to 4 people that have negative things to say when I bypass 400 people that said good things.
I have a question. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Let me say something. I think it's very healthy to keep a good balance of positivity responding to and negativity. You got to have a good balance of both. You know, it keep you even keel. It keep you real sharp. So I think it behoove you to, you know what, those that praise you and congratulate you, you know, thank them. But then those that talk shit, it's okay to fire back. You need that.
Nah,
you gotta stay sharp. You gotta.
But I don't. If you notice, Ocho, I'm sharp. I'm quick with it. But you notice, Ocho, I don't never mention their name because it's nobody. If you notice, it ain't no Joe Rogan taking no shot at me. It ain't no Pat McAfee taking no shot at me.
Right.
It ain't no Stephen A taking no shot at me.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing: when the last time you saw somebody throw a rock down the hill? People throw the rock up the hill.
Boy, man, hold on. Where my pen at? Baby, bring my pen. What you think I ain't writing that one down? Shh. Oh, let me put it in my phone. I'm gonna put it in my notes. Say that.
See, that's the thing. Ocho, when the last time you saw somebody throw a rock from on top of the hill?
Well, I don't know what setting I'm gonna be in to use that, but I'm finna use that. Well, that's a good one, boy.
That's the way you tried to hit.
I don't
you
know
see? Now, when I first got into the podcast, ain't nobody take no shots at me.
Yeah.
Because I was under them. You see?
Yeah.
As I started to rise.
Like the Jeffersons, huh? Or like Good Times. I have a question. Would you ever reach out to this individual and just have a little talk?
I'm done. He in his space, I'm in my space. I'm good. I already know how you feel. See, you can find out a lot about a person, how they feel when they don't think, when you're not around. See, don't talk good to my face. Ocho, I don't need you to talk good to my face. I need you to talk good behind my back.
Boy, hold on. I got to put that in my notes too. That was a good one right there. I don't need you to talk good in my face. I need you to talk good behind my back. I don't know where I'm going to use that one, but I'm going to use it somewhere. That's a good one. Well, you gave me two good. You done gave me 2 good ones tonight. Yeah.
I'm like, but why? Bro, we all eat. We all eating.
Now, y'all heard Shannon Sharp, and mostly I don't never agree with him, but he's absolutely right. And it's the same thing going on around here on the YouTube streets. There's no reason to hate. There's money for everybody. There's enough for everybody to go around. Like, we all can eat. What's the big deal? And then somebody like Steven Jackson, like I said, whose biggest claim to fame is being the play brother of George Floyd, not even his NBA career. That tells me everything I need to know about this fool. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And unfortunately, like I said, it's a lot of people that's just gonna hate because that's all they know. And it's unfortunate. And you know what's crazy? These are the facts. If that interview hadn't gone viral, nobody would say anything negative. But because it's gone viral, here come the Negroes crawling out of the woodwork. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. I hate that I even have to agree with Shannon Sharp, but I understand the way it works because it's happening on all levels. Anyways, Katt continues to keep the internet on fire, and I'm here for it. Let's move on. So in comedic relief, I just wanted to show y'all this video of Steve Harvey before the manscaping, before the wig, the man wig, and look at the top of his head. That nigga look like George Jefferson. Ever moving on up. That's what I'm getting. I just wanted to bring that up here and show y'all this, because see, that was a bit much for me. I mean, looking at the back of Steve's head is giving fish don't burn in the kitchen, a bean don't burn on the grill, or something like that. You know, and I didn't like that, Steve. Steve, you know I never liked you anyway, so it sound about right. Ever since you said act like a lady and think like a man, I ain't liked you, you know? So, yeah, I had to get up here and drag you. And as I should, because you are worthy of a dragon. Steven, get your choppers off of here with your tornado haircut, okay? We don't want to see it. We don't need the tsunami in the middle of your head, and we don't need the volcano, okay? Get them off of here. Now, in other news, comedian DC Curry, who played Day-Day's dad and also Craig's uncle in the Friday After Next movie and Next Friday, he came out and spoke about the origin of the beef between Katt and Steve Harvey. Now, he said this is according to Katt Williams, but I wanted you guys to hear this so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Check this out.
Amongst each other. Comics, we always had our beef amongst ourselves.
Right.
But I think that was the first time it was done out in public. Katt Williams versus Steve Harvey. So I was talking to Katt, and I asked Katt, I said, come on, man, what's going on? And it's two sides to every story, but Katt's explanation was, he was in a mall one time before we did Next Friday. Katt was in Next Friday.
Right.
And he was just a working comic. He had two sons. They were in a mall, and they saw Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was on Steve Harvey's show at that time. His son said, that's Steve Harvey. Katt said, yeah. His sons wanted to go up and ask Steve Harvey for autograph. Katt told him, go ahead. This Katt story to me now.
Okay.
The boys went up. Steve Harvey, to make a long story short, rejected him.
Big time.
They came back to Katt. They said, he told us, you know, he ain't doing none of that. And the boys went back and told him, Katt Williams, my daddy. And supposedly, Steve said, who the fuck is Katt Williams? Which at the time was a good question. Katt told his boy, don't worry about it, come on. Fast forward a year later, when Katt has come to be the Katt that we know him. Yeah. Steve was having trouble selling tickets in Detroit. They added Katt to the show, turned it into Katt versus Steve Harvey show, and Katt went out and just ripped a hole in Steve's ass. So that's Katt's side of the story.
Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. That sounds so plausible. It sounds so like, it makes more sense. I get it. They had the whole comedy beef, and comics have beef between each other. We all know that. But it seemed to be more deep-rooted when it came to why these two really don't get along as much as they should, or you would think they would. And it makes sense. When you disrespect my child and you basically downplay me, most of the time people take that information and take that experience and try to capitalize off it later on down the line, just to show you, hey, yeah, you tried to play on me back in the day, but that ain't happening now. And now I'm about to basically take a proverbial poop on you, you know? So that makes so much sense. And it's good to hear from other people, their experiences and what they've heard as far as talking to Katt about what's been going on. Because it seems like with black people, we only believe it when other people corroborate it. So I say shout out to DC Curry for coming out and speaking on that. That was big of him. Honestly, I hope we get another Friday reboot, because this is just giving. I say all we got to do is start from Pop's funeral, and then we can move from there, child. I think this would be good. But anyway, I got more tea for y'all. Check this out. Now, Mike Epps did a show, and he spoke about Katt Williams and basically made a joke about Katt Williams' Fendi jacket being fake. And just like the internet does, they went wild. Oh, he hating. And I'm saying to myself, he literally says right after the joke, that's my nigga, that's my nigga. It was a joke. But, you know, people take jokes like they take peen. You know, it's real hard. So let me let y'all hear the joke, and then we'll come back with what he had to say. Check it out.
It's fucked up, man. He just should have wore something different. That's all. That little hat that nigga had on, and that fake Fendi jacket. That's my, that's my.
So y'all heard that, and as you know, social media went up trying to make it seem like he was just hating on Katt. And me, I guess because I'm a funny type of girl, like I laugh at everything, I knew that it wasn't malicious in what he said. I don't know, I just felt that it was tingling in me. But ultimately, after he got a lot of backlash, he took to social media and said this. So Mike Epps takes to his Instagram and says, I put all these MFs on and still putting comics on today. Yet ain't now one of y'all brave enough or care enough to work with him or come around him. Stop making this shit so bad. We comedians. I put him in a movie when no one wanted to work with him. Some of that shit he said was true and some of it was not. At the end of the day, we all black men in a business that is not ours. I crackled on his jacket because that's what comics do. All this shit is marketing, dummies. And I'm sitting here saying, sound about right. Sound about right. Sound about right. You know what I'm saying? It is marketing. Why people get so emotionally connected, and I get it, I'm human. I get emotionally connected to certain things and certain topics. But at some point, we gotta find the break off, the cutoff, you know, because this is not good for us. That's what I believe. Anywho, so after that, he ends up going on video to respond to the people as well, and this is what he said.
All right, I did get a little jealous, man. Katt broke the internet and didn't say my name, good or bad. I need the press too, nigga. Shit. Say something about me in there, man. Say something bad about me. I don't care. I got a special coming out. I need the press. Man, we did a movie together. Damn, man. All right, I did get a little jealous, man. Katt broke the internet and didn't say my name, good or bad. I need the press too, nigga. Shit. Say something about me in there, man. Say something bad about me. I don't care. I got a special coming out. I need the press. Man, we did a movie together. Damn, man.
All right, y'all heard Mike Epps, and like he said, it's marketing. It just is what it is. He has helped Katt like Katt has helped other people, and so on and so forth. That's just the nature of the beast. We gotta stop being so crazy and so, you know, so sensitive. It is what it is. Y'all like Mike Epps. Stop acting crazy. Now, I don't believe he the best in stand-up, but I love him in movies. He's amazing in movies. That's just my opinion. Anyways, I want to leave y'all with this. Bernie Mac's daughter, rest in peace to the king Bernie Mac, rest in peace, brother. His daughter came out and spoke about, you know, the things that Katt Williams said, and she was actually very happy that he spoke the way he spoke, you know, about her father. And also she said she wished she could have a conversation with this brother, because I'm pretty sure he knows a different Bernie than she does as a father, because they were colleagues, you know, back in their day. I want to leave you guys with this video of the kind words that this sister had to say, and I want to leave you guys with this as well. Y'all, we ain't dumb. We ain't stupid. We ain't slow. We are the culture. Why not just embrace that and say, you know what? If my brother say he did this, even if we have our doubts in private, how your mama said, keep my business in my house. Keep black business in our houses. Stop getting in front of these people and telling them anything and everything just because we just want to feel like we have one up on another brother or a sister. It's disgusting. It's truly disgusting. Shout out to this sister. I can't remember her name, but Bernie Mac's daughter. She's going to speak some really sweet words that I want you guys to hear. I love y'all. Y'all take care of each other, man. This is ridiculous. And shout out to Katt Williams. You still got the internet broken days later. I don't know. Y'all say it's Beyonce internet, but at this point, girl, it might be Katt Williams. It's okay. Anyway, drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms. And I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
I keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the Katt Williams interview on Club Shay Shay. The interview heard round the world. And I don't know, my take is probably going to be really, really boring. Number one, I want people to keep in mind, my dad has been dead for 15 years, so I have not been fully immersed in the world of comedy. I don't know the ins and outs of that like that anymore, because my end has been gone for 15 years. You know, I've got friends in the game, but we don't sit and talk about, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything that I've ever heard my dad, you know, say, he's always seemed like a stand-up dude. So I have no qualms, no quarrels with him. I thought the interview was hilarious, entertaining. That man dropped so many one-liners that I'm sure we are going to be wearing down to the ground in this year of our Lord 2024. But one of my biggest takeaways in watching people's responses was how people were kind of like, oh, this kind of sad, like, outside of being, tickled by it. And I've seen people say stuff like, it's like watching, your uncles go at it, and you're like, oh, why can't we all just get along? Well, I mean, because everybody doesn't get along. Like, I think that's one of the misconceptions about comedians, and I guess it's due to the fact that what they do brings so much joy to others, that the perception, the expectation is that behind closed doors, everybody gets along, everybody it's in love. And no, it's not. They've always been competitive. It's always been, as far as I've ever witnessed in watching my dad, it's always been kind of cutthroat. Like, you'll have, people beefing, like, same as within your family. Just because y'all related don't mean y'all all get along, right? Comedy's no different. But for me, Katt Williams has my utmost appreciation and respect for giving my dad his props and his flowers. And I felt like it was genuine. There are some people who have given, my dad his flowers now that he's dead, that I'm looking at like, doggone well, he wasn't doing that when he was alive. And that, not just famous people, just people all across the board. As my dad used to say, you ever want to be loved by everybody? You ever want to be special? Just die. It's real easy to give lip service when somebody dies and you, oh, they were so wonderful. And that's not how you felt when they were alive. But when Katt spoke of my dad, for me, I felt his heart. I felt that it was genuine, and I appreciate it. Again, it's been 15 years since my dad's been dead. If you follow me at all, I've said this repeatedly. Like, it does my heart good to know that my dad was a stand-up guy, that the man that I knew him to be was who he actually was to people, because that's the thing. Like, we can love people and think they one way and then find out later. No. And I say, like, in 15 years, if he was an asshole, somebody by now would have been like, let me tell you about that mother. So that is not the case with my dad. Makes me so proud, and I just really appreciate what I believe the genuine love and respect that Katt Williams showed my father. It is so much appreciated. Much love and mad props to Katt Williams. I would love to sit down and just have a conversation with Katt Williams, because I think that is probably the most entertaining and gem-dropping conversation I probably would have in my life outside of conversations with my dad. So yeah, so that's my take. Like I said, probably boring, but that's what I thought. Again, much love and respect to Katt Williams.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.